into the rise of the Cybermen. Whoa!
I mean, straight off the bat, ruining the main.
No, that's the thing. Yeah, you've done it again. Like, this entire episode, you don't know what they are.
Yeah,
it's at the end, but you don't know. Like it. So why?
Why spoil it?
Why it should be like maybe call part 2 the Rise of the Cybermen.
Yeah, part 2 Rise of the Cybermen. Yeah, because what even is the next one even called?
Age of Steel, I think.
I feel like this one should have been called Age of Steel, and the next one Rise of the Cybermen.
Yeah,
because at the end you do see. To be fair, you do see the Cybermen in the first.
Yeah, but
it's a silhouette. You don't exactly realize it's Cybermen.
Well, yeah, I don't understand. Like with Dalek, at least it's like all the episode is mainly actually the Dalek in it, but when the entire episode is literally just seeing like silhouettes and blurry background characters of the character, why are you fucking revealing the title again? I think this is not the last one though. We've done something like that where we've accidentally revealed the monster.
This is the last one?
I can't think of any other 2-parters or any like episode names where it's like, oh shit, they're returning.
What's the Dalek one in the first Dalek episode in?
On Matt Smith's.
Yeah, Matt Smith's.
Is that Victory of the Daleks?
Victory of the Daleks. It's like,
yeah. I don't know. I guess we'll never learn. Anyways, shall we just start off?
Yeah.
So we start off the episode with a scientist speaking to a man in a wheelchair. Now, I did not remember his name for most of this episode until I randomly heard it. So the guy in a wheelchair is called John. But if I do randomly just say a man in a wheelchair, that's because I wrote it down.
Is it Dr. or Mr. Loomis?
I feel like it's Dr. Loomis, but it could be, I don't know. It's one of the two. It's tech savvy. He's a tech savvy guy. Anyway,
it's very creative as.
Yeah. So there's a scientist speaking to Mr. Loomis or John, and pretty much like saying how like all the prototypes have passed the tests and like we're good to go. And then they're like, but now we gotta, send it to approval, by all the fucking ratings and stuff, and be like
the Geneva Convention and all that.
Yeah. And he's like, how about no? And the scientist is like, no, we need to do this. This is like by the law. Back and forth happens, and then pretty much the guy's like, and what happens if I don't approve this? Then he's like, well, I'm gonna go to him then because I don't agree with not going through the proper precautions. Yeah, that's it. And so we're like, well, I guess I'll have to kill you. And then we just see a hand grab his shoulder and gets electrocuted by one of these robots, should I say, in quotations.
They're not very good of like a good racing when they have to get really close to their targets.
Yeah.
Then don't they get guns at some point or something?
Is that it? Do they have them in this, or is it literally just electric in this?
I think it's just electric in this. Which, because no one knows them, so they're like, they're a bit. It's a survive factor, so they can get close.
Yeah.
But even after that.
Did we have them in the 2-part coming up? Do you know when they go against the Daleks or not? Because I can't remember. And I'm sorry, if you go against the Daleks. We don't have them even going against the Daleks. I don't know.
I don't know. Because.
The game, I know definitely Matt Smith's Doctor has them. I'm just not sure. And I feel like
I just thought they shot them out because they do upgrade themselves quite regularly.
Well,
and so I thought they like in the Army Ghosts or Doomsday they have. I thought they shot them out the wrists like pew pew.
Whoa.
Like
Well, that's what I'm assuming. So either they get upgraded between now and then, or they
do have guns in the next one. Because I remember when Jackie Tyler, spoilers, gets turned into a
Cyberman. What do they shoot?
They have guns.
Oh, right, okay, then yeah,
they have guns because Jackie Tyler, when she's a thing, she still remembers the whole thing, and she doesn't like Cybermen. So she shoots back at them.
Classic Jackie, always having the ground.
Honestly, if they just gave her a nice cup of tea.
Honestly, just to finish off the night.
Let that sink in.
Right. Anyways, so then it's a vortex sequence after the guy dies, and then we cut to like Rose and the Doctor like laughing with like inside jokes and like pretty much adventures what Mickey haven't gone on. So like Mickey's like, what are you guys talking about? And we're like, oh, you had to be there for it. And he's like, oh. And then the Doctor's like, what? Why are you holding that button down? And he's like, you told me to. How long have you been holding it?
Half an hour.
Half an hour. Oh, you can let go now. And he's like, how long did I not need to press this button for? 10, 20, 29 minutes ago.
Well, I could hold it for 1 minute.
Yeah, and it's just like, and Mickey's just like, you forgot about me. And it's like, no, not at all.
Right. The Doctor is at fault. Not just in this, but with the whole of the Cybermen getting back into their universe.
Yeah.
The Doctor is at fault for forgetting because he broke the wall down.
Right. You think it's still Jackie caused that to happen?
No, the Doctor.
Okay,
the Doctor caused it. The Doctor forgot about Mickey, which he shouldn't have done that because he's.
But we don't know what but we don't know what that button does, and you believe him holding it down for half an hour caused the TARDIS to just fall out of the vortex.
Well, for that long, maybe. Right. What if you have someone on for a long period of time?
Surely the Doctor would be a bit more concerned if he actually knew it would do something like that.
Well, clearly he didn't. Clearly he didn't.
Right. Well, I guess we can say it was the button what caused the TARDIS to fall.
It could have been more stuff, but at the same time, the Doctor could have. I don't know. Like he didn't directly cause the Cybermen to be like stuck in our universe.
Okay, so what you're saying is Mickey holding the button down is the equivalent of like leaving your car light on and letting the battery die, and that's why the TARDIS dies.
Do you know what that button does?
No.
Exactly.
But I don't think the Doctor would just let Mickey do something like that unless if he do.
Maybe for 1 minute, like he was supposed to, but then he starts chatting and inside joking.
Right, okay. Well, look, we'll put it down to that. So yes, as I was saying, yes. So then all of a sudden, sparks and explosions all over the TARDIS. The TARDIS just starts to like plummet down, and the Doctor's like, "We've fallen off a vortex. There's no vortex." So then they do crash land somewhere, and Rose is like, "Where are we?" And he's like, "In the bottomless void." Like he's like fully saying, "We're cooked." And just like Mickey's like, "If a bottomless void is modern day London." So. But Mickey and Rose get out the TARDIS and read a newspaper and think, oh, this is fine. 1st of February, so close enough to the date. Life is good. And then the Doctor's like, are you sure this is modern day London? Because there is
Zeppelins.
Zeppelins, I'll say. Zeppelins flying above them. And they're like, And then, yeah, and then we like find out that they're in a parallel universe. And yeah, we find out in parallel world, sorry, not universe. And
that's something.
Yeah. And then Rose gets distracted when she sees Pete Tyler, her dad, on a bus stop or something like that. I don't even know what it was. An advertising.
It's like, an advertisement board that you see in bus stops and stuff.
Yeah. And with him saying, I trusted me? No. What does he say? What's the line? We use it all the time in this episode. What is it? You can trust me? No. Fuck. It's something. I
don't know.
Anyway, he's got a tagline, and Rose, obviously he is it, and like he's like, oh my god. And then the Doctor's immediately like, no, your father is dead. This is not your father. This is someone else's dad. And it cuts to Pete and Jackie then like Squabbling? Is that a word I just suddenly made up? Squabbling.
No, that makes sense.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay, yeah. Squabbling.
Blogging. That's what they're doing.
Right, sure.
It's what the Doctor describes it later on in like the end of series 3.
Oh, right. Okay, I can't remember that. Anyways, if we're chatting about Jackie's birthday party, as it's her 39th, quotations mark, 40th, but she's obviously in vain and doesn't want to be old. So, but then Jackie then shouts for Rose, and we think, oh shit, we're going to see the parallel Rose, just for it to be a dog. So yeah, I thought I should mention that, setting up the plot points because it's very important for later down. And then we find out that the man in the wheelchair, John
Loomis,
gifted Jackie some like new earphones, earpods.
Yeah,
AirPods. Pretty much.
I mean, I would say Loomis is basically just taking over what Apple is.
Pretty much. Let's be realistic, yeah. But then, after they've finished arguing about our birthday plans, not Loomis. But what? Yeah, Loomis does. Whilst Jackie's doing her makeup, we see Loomis like kind of take control of Jackie by their I'm calling them AirPods now. Earpods. AirPod. I don't know. Fucking earphones.
They're practically AirPods.
Yeah. Well, I'm not calling them AirPods though. Okay. Loomis pods.
Loomis pods. God, that's better.
That's catchy. Anyways, so yeah, we see that she's getting controlled by the Loomis pods. And he's downloading like all the data, I'm assuming from what she knows.
Yeah. It's like the floor plan and like where everything is.
Yeah, and I think he's doing this because Pete works with him on like the projects. Like he's working with him with the Cybermen. I don't know what Pete's doing exactly, but because currently all I know is that Pete's selling pop. But
Pete's selling pot? What?
Pop, not pot. Pop. Huh? What is this parallel world?
I'm so confused.
Mandela effect, Josh. Mandela effect. Right. Anyways, but then Mickey goes back to the Doctor in the TARDIS because the Doctor's now trying to fucking salvage anything from the TARDIS to see if he can bring it back to life. And then the Doctor's like, "Why are you leaving her? Like, you can't trust Rose," and which is very fair after Father's Day. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, and this does involve a dad again. If I had a nickel for every time it happened, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is a lot. It's strange that it's happened twice.
Part in the ways, technically, because she refused the Doctor's orders. She got sent home, and
that's different. That's That's her trying to save the actual Doctor because the Doctor was in. She could change that because that is a fixed point.
I guess, but she did still.
Pete's dad dying at that point is a fixed point.
She did end up killing the Doctor though by doing that, anyways.
Potato. It's not a fixed point for them.
Right. Okay.
It's not Captain Jack a fixed point either.
But yeah, and then we find out that the Doctor does say that Time Lords before we went extinct, you could travel to like parallel worlds and stuff. But ever since they went extinct, like the borders kind of like closed off because
nothing's keeping them open. So
yeah, pretty much. It's the Time Lords were doing a lot for pretty much keeping the universe in line, in order, in check.
Yeah.
So when they died, everything else died with it pretty much. But then he notices a little light beaming from a TARDIS floor, and he's like, "Oh my god!" So he tries to find the light because he thinks, okay, there's some power somewhere. If we can get this back up and running, this is it.
I've got a question.
Go on.
It's kind of like the whole parallel universe thing. Does this parallel universe have its own Time Lords then? Or is there only one set of Time Lords, which is our universe? Oh, well, the universe 1, as we call it.
I think just one set.
Because why wouldn't there be multiple Time Lords? Especially now with the whole Timeless Child, where the Time Lords even came into existence because of the Doctor when he was a kid.
Well, Gallifrey isn't technically in our universe, is it? Is it?
Yeah, but it's meant to be similar enough that, like, with some minor changes. Like Zeppelins in the sky. And AirPods being now known as Loomis pods.
I don't know. I feel like Gallifrey probably controls all universes, or did at one point. Maybe.
I don't know.
They control the passage of time. I don't know. Never actually really thought about it.
Yeah, but that was after everything in it because they got all that technology through using regeneration energy, wasn't it? I don't know. I didn't watch The Timeless Child.
No, we got the regeneration from the Doctor. I don't think we.
No, all that technology was there.
That was all them. We're just smart boys, smart beings.
Okay, but then the TARDIS also runs on Time Lord energy.
Does it? What? Does it? No, it doesn't.
Pretty sure it does. It's because the Doctor used the regeneration energy to obviously fix in the series in season 2. Shoot is season 2. Yeah. At the end of it, he uses the energy to make more to change thingy. So I thought the TARDIS run on the same energy, just need more of it to change that thing with Shooter's.
Oh, I thought Shooter just used that because I don't know. Regeneration seems to be able to work on anything.
Yeah, maybe. But I just thought like it runs on the same energy because even the Doctor in this episode says wrong type of energy since it's not of this universe. So,
I mean, maybe I don't know. I'm not a TARDIS manufacturer.
Okay, you know more Doctor than I do.
Questionable, but I don't even know. I mean, I don't even know if TARDISes was around before the Doctor were bought. I'm assuming they were.
I mean, they grew, didn't they? So maybe they were like just an artificial. Oh, what is it? Where maybe it was a natural thing on Gallifrey where they grew them, like they grew underground anyway, but then they started using them.
Yeah, maybe.
And then genetically engineered them to be proper.
Yeah, I don't know. I might have to look this up after this because I want to know if someone actually has a definitive answer on that.
Always like a better theory than just me.
But yeah, but then we randomly see like a massive like like a wasteland, not wasteland, like landfill with a bunch of homeless people in and stuff, and like a massive truck then pulls up. And no, wait, am I jumping ahead too far? No, we're not. The wheelchair man, John, demands one of his workers to go to this waste dump to get more recruits. So when they go there, they kind of like open up the back of a truck and it's like burgers and your chips and you know he tries to, and he like, I think they've even produced smells, so it smells like a food truck, I think. And it's like, come on boys, get him. Which one of the people try and stop one of the homeless men, like, don't get in there, it's a trap. You know about all these people getting like pulled off the streets and taken. But he's like, you're not starving, then are you? And pretty much pushes him away and runs in. But then immediately 180 but gets fucking pulled back when he hears screaming. We hear like a bunch of screaming from the vans, and the guy who said, you obviously not been starving before, literally just like and just gets pulled back in. And yeah, so obviously they're using the men for something. We don't know what yet. Because, we don't know what the creature.
You can probably guess.
We can guess, but at the time we didn't. Well, no, we did know it. Yeah. You don't use the name.
We didn't know as kids, and we didn't know. Well, I didn't have Wi-Fi during while watching this episode. I don't know about you, but
probably not. Oh, I don't know. Maybe
I got Wi-Fi in 2015. That was during.
I don't know. It's different. It's different because in 2007, 6, 7, somewhere, I didn't have a phone. So, yeah, because I played Pet Society on Facebook on my mum's laptop. So it had to have an internet then. So yeah, we had internet. Probably like McDonald's Wi-Fi level of internet, but we had it. We go back to then the doctor finding like this light source, and it's like a crystal, and he's like, if I can just warm it up, we can get power. And then he just blows onto it, and it's like, I've just given away 10 years of my life, and it was absolutely worth it. Which, for him, sure, I mean...
The guy probably has a good few hundred left.
Yeah, and he was already, 900 at that point, so... And if we're going off time as child, he can live forever.
Okay, we're going for timeless child for a few things. Not everything. Not everything.
Alright, so you tell me off for adding, not fucking correcting myself with John Hurt.
The only main thing, well, actually, a problem with the whole thing, but it's the fact that it makes Day of the Doctor, and not the Time of the Doctor, redundant.
Yeah, it does.
Because then, if he can live forever, then.
There's a lot I don't like about Timeless Child. I just don't know if I'm meant to use it as canon or not.
Like,
I mean, it is canon, but...
It seems he's this Timeless Child. And did the Time Lord stop him from infinite regenerating?
Well, this is the thing. Christian didn't even answer that, really, did they? Because the Fog Watch, what had all the memories in the past, got dropped into the heart of the TARDIS. So she couldn't even fucking get her access of the memories back. So we actually don't know anything else about the Timeless Child.
So what you're saying is the TARDIS knows?
Yes? Maybe? I guess dropping it into a heart of TARDIS means the potential chance that a future Doctor could come across it, maybe? Which is lazy, right? If you throw it onto someone else to fucking sort out your mess. But
yeah, be more like Moffat. Put in your stuff, putting your ideas in someone else's showrunner.
Yeah, be bold and proud. Anyway, yes. So then, when the Doctor goes back out at the TARDIS to tell Rose we've got 24 hours until the charges. The TARDIS is fully charged up.
The charger.
Rose then immediately is like, well, I'm gonna go see my dad. And the Doctor's like, no! And it's like, you said I got 24 hours. And then pretty much, then Mickey's like, oh, well, I'm going to go do something. And pretty much the Doctor's like, guys, stay with me, please. You can't just
stay with me here.
Stay with me here. And pretty much they both split up, which, again, so fucking disrespectful. And would you actually have the nerve to do that?
I wouldn't know. But I'm not.
No, but you would trust a 900-year-old Time Lord who's been taken to all these places. Maybe be like, you know what? If he's cautious about it, we should be cautious. If he's happy as Larry, about it and saying fucking go get your own ice creams and stuff, and fine. But he's cautious because he does parallel worlds in a theory, and so he knows the do's and nots about it, and he knows that Rose seeing her dad in a parallel world is just gonna fucking upset her. So then we see Mickey going up to a door and knocking on it, and for a woman to appear asking who is it, and she's blind, but then she recognizes his voice and hugs him. So we assume that's his grandma, who actually, did I skip over that bit or just before? No, yes, I did skip over that a bit because I believe Rose tells the Doctor, whilst walking through London, that Mickey's grandma died when he was like 5 years ago because she fell down the stairs and broke her neck. So he goes and sees his grandma, who is still alive in this universe.
Well, and check if she's still alive.
Yeah. And she's like, I was worried about you. I've not seen you for days. There's been people getting snatched off the streets and stuff. And, like, I thought you might have been one of them. And also, she does keep... and she's like, I'm worried about you, Vicky. And he tries to correct her, like, Mickey. And she's like, I know my own grandson's name is Vicky. Which I love that they fucking kept the gag. Well, it's not a gag in this time, but it's... Even though there's a slight production error in this scene.
Is there?
Yes, because you can see in the grandma's sunglasses, you can see a boom guy holding the mic in the glasses.
It's a shoestring budget. There again, I can't say. I had a bunch of production stuff that I kept on telling during podcast.
No, to be fair, and also let's be realistic, it's not noticeable until again I've got it on a 65-inch screen, so everything is a bit more. So
I was watching it on my phone.
Yeah, so it's less like you're gonna see it than me, but yeah, I was like, oh, that's a bit of a production error on their behalf. But anyway, then a van pulls up on the street whilst Mickey's getting invited into the cameras. Like, I'm never gonna be able to say Jackie and Mickey set, but like. A van pulls up onto the street, and pretty much a guy pulls Mickey into the van, and the grandma's like, Ricky! And then after him getting pulled into a van, we don't really know what's going on yet, but what we know is that they think he's Vicky. So we're not like, oh, we're kidnapping you. They think, oh, you're our pal Vicky.
Well, actually, we don't actually know that.
Do we not know that at this point? Because
we don't know about Ricky.
Does the van scene happen after this bit then? Because
the van scene happens, and then they go to that resident place where they find Ricky, and they're like.
No, yeah, I'd say
he's like, what am I doing here? What am I doing there?
No, yeah, I'm talking about how they're speaking to him in the van as thinking that he's Vicky.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I was very tired on the bus. I may have fell asleep during this bus.
I knew you were taking too long. No, but yeah, no, we cut to the president and watching the project because the Loomis wanted to show the president to try and convince him to, let's bring in this not cyber thing, like he calls it. Let's bring in this project to make the future now, He's trying to pretty much say that everyone becomes Cybermen, like it's the future. And the president, it's the future, man. But he doesn't like John's plans and says he can't produce robots in this country. So they're like, well, is it Pete who says, should we go to another country then? Try and, start off there? But we can tell that Loomis isn't too happy about that. But then after his meeting with the president and stuff, we see him then chat to one of his people, not guards, scientists, fellow workers. Henchmen. Henchmen. We see him pretty much just say are we ready? And we see a line of people with the Loomis pods in, but they all under control. And he's like, yes, we are ready. And he plays around by saying left, right, left. But then Loomis is like, are you having fun? But anyways,
would you not have fun with that?
He does say he couldn't resist, and he's like, well, then resist. But, yeah, and then he's like, get him to go upgraded. So they command him to go walk into the room to get upgraded, which we then hear a bunch of screaming in agony. Hence why we're probably, hypnotized with the Loomis pods, so they're not, blah, blah, blah. But what makes me question is, what was the screaming in the van then? Because Loomis pods can take control of you just as a normal person. So, what was
no? I'm gonna call to Doomsday, and I'm gonna go see it. They're putting the special ones in that immediately just take control of you.
Oh, what go?
That have like the weird thing that goes into you. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Slight mismemory on my behalf there.
Oh no, you don't see it happen, but I'm taking what is because the person that plays
that
Martha and all that, they don't like just go from being themselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. But whilst we're hearing the screaming and stuff, the henchman turns on like, I can't listen to this. So the lion sleeps tonight plays. Very nice. Very.
Thing is, one of those songs that like you just like it's so catchy. I remember just singing to myself while I'm on the bus while I'm watching the episode.
Oh yeah, no, you hear him screaming, but you still hear muffled screaming, and you're just like in the jungle. But then and then we cut back to the van people like pulling up to the base and like, there's a light on. That means, they think they've been broken into. So they sneak up and then, pull the gun on Ricky. And then Ricky's like, no, wait. Oh, yeah. It's like, but who are you? And it's like, no, who are you? Because Mickey and Ricky are now in the same room.
Yeah. It's
going to be fucking
It's very fucky, yeah. You can tell later on the episode where how is this CGI? Well, when they're both stood right next to each other.
Are they just not just doing that camera trickery where they...
Camera trickery, yeah, but it's like... Still, it does fuck me because you only know about one. You only know about one Mickey.
But, yeah, but we can tell that this one's a bit more grumpy, stubborn. Like, I don't know.
He's a few more... He's less of a goofy guy.
He's a bit less goofy. not our Vicky.
He's more conspiratorial.
Sure.
No, he is, because like there's only them three that really like investigate Loomis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it doesn't explain why he's like very like I don't know. They got a very angry looking face. This Vicky. I guess he's sick of the world and just don't like it. But
yeah. Well, he's probably just brought up that way. Maybe the last 5 years of the grandma being in his life, he got fed up.
Right, okay.
That is a really bad joke, because she's meant to be dead in the original universe.
Fucking hell. Right. Anyways, we then see the Doctor and Rose walking through a town street in London, which I feel like I've either skipped over recently, but I'm bringing it up now, just in case if it was early or soon. The Doctor and Rose are now like walking through London, like, trying to find where Pete lives and stuff. When all of a sudden, like, everyone stops in place. And
this was early because it's nighttime when the thing.
Right, okay. Well, I'm bringing it up now just in case. But yeah, so earlier, which I forgot to bring up, everyone stops and starts like downloading stuff on the Loomis pods, which the Doctor realizes is through the Loomis pods, where we get the news, the forecasts, a joke of a day, random stuff. But maybe that's
Jackie
our future.
Tyler of the
week. But she would love that or hate it. I don't know. One of the two. She would love it. She would either love it or hate it.
She likes the attention.
True. But yeah, so anyways, we find out that pretty much Rose knows now where to go for Pete's. She knows where Pete and Jackie's mansion is. I can't remember exactly what happened, so I'm throwing it in there. Yeah, we know where it is. But then, yeah, so we go to Pete's mansion for the birthday party or birthday. And yeah, and then Rosen sees Pete giving they're dressed up as servants. Yes.
Yeah,
they get in by being servants. And Rose watches Pete and Jackie's speeches. Pete obviously welcoming the guests and stuff and being like, this is Jackie's 39th birthday. Obviously, everyone knows that she's 40, but the humor in it.
She's meant to be born on the same day as that other guy. I don't know his name.
I can't remember, but yeah.
It was a throwaway line.
Yeah. I'm not kicking myself over not knowing it.
Such a throwaway line. I don't know why.
I mean, it's funny.
It's funny for the moment.
Yeah.
They keep running a joke along. And even when the guests off, are we supposed to laugh?
Some people might have. If he was like 40 watching Doctor Who at the time. But yeah, anyways, and then Jackie gives her like thank you for coming speech and like stuff. But then we hear Jackie after speech shout, Rose, Rose, and like you're both looking around like, oh shit, am I going to see my doppelganger, parallel self, for then the dog to run up to Jackie and get picked up?
Sure he knows that there's no Rose Tyler.
Yeah. And just it's the fucking doctor's like not trying to break because obviously she's like, oh, I'm not bored, and then she just looks over at the doctor with like a really stern face, and he's just like, like he just I don't know, it makes me chuckle, that scene.
I liked this scene mainly for the camera movement because they're just holding the camera. It's not like a set. It's a genuine just house where they're just holding a camera and actually moving around. So you can, makes you feel actually like you're there.
In it.
Is that the In-Betweeners? The original In-Betweeners, not the US one.
Oh, does anyone even fucking know the US one exists?
I only found out through YouTube.
I wouldn't worry about anyone thinking In-Betweeners would mean the US one. Trust me, I don't think anyone watched that.
Good. Didn't survive after one season.
If you bring up The Office, yes, do your UK and US one, but In-Betweeners, it's good. We know we mean the British one.
But even in that, the whole thing was just filmed in actual school. Like with a camera just holding. It could have just been a phone where it was just holding it like that.
Yeah. Which does make you feel a bit more in the scene. But yes, and then then it cuts back to Vicky torturing Mickey. Not torturing, even though he's shirtless. So is he getting tortured, or is he just getting examined? He's getting examined. I
think this was just a throwaway thing to try and make him wear the same outfit. So it would be so much easier to edit, like the whole them two stood next to each other.
That's actually a really good shout. Probably is, to be honest.
I just get like a fucking red dot on me, like he found out. He found out.
He found out. Ah! But yeah, so I'm trying to like, is he a twin? Is he a but anyways, after like some back and forth, it's like, are you a twin? Are you twin brother? But then it's like, no, we're exactly the same. So yeah, but then immediately it gets pushed under the second they get alert that the Cybermen are going to this mansion. Like they get aware of the Cybermen activity. So
I think it's literally just because like they know that they're not getting like tricked.
No, but it's a fact that it cuts to literally Mickey and Ricky being in a van together, working together now, and it's like, you had trust issues. You even thought Loomis might have sent a clone to infiltrate you. Why not just leave Mickey tied up and go do your job?
It's probably because they need them both. They're for later on. Senor Poor Convenience strikes again.
Well, this time it doesn't work. But okay.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work, goddammit.
Breaks another chocolate egg.
But yeah, but then whilst the doctor's going back to the kitchen, he sneaks into he sees that there's a laptop and sneaks into a room. So he wants to do some research and stuff to do research. And then we see Pete walk up to Rose and starts the conversation with her about like how like their marriage and like how they've been together 20 years, but it's now fallen apart. And it's like, damn. It's, to be fair though, I didn't think Pete was around that long. I know he went in her universe, but like, I didn't know like Pete got with Jackie before she was even 21.
No, I did.
Because after I put them calculations together, I'm like, oh, well, Jackie must have should be at like 21, 20 when Rose was born. So again, yeah. Which does make me question why they didn't have a kid then, because they can't have been rich together at that point. So why did they have a kid at that parallel in our real world, but then not when she was 20? Because do you really care about your frame at 20?
No, it's probably because you don't care about your frame in your 20s if you're rich. Because he started these little like inventions and stuff like probably before he even turned 20.
Do you think?
But how old is Pete?
Probably same age. Must be, roughly. Maybe. Yeah, no, surely he is. You wouldn't date you wouldn't date someone who's well, I mean, no, you would. I don't know. They was together when she was 21. Or well, turning 21. That's what we know, but so maybe that's how they met. You're just looking up how old was Pete Tyler in that too.
Was born September 15th, 1954, died on November 7th, 1987.
54? That would make him 52. Would it? Yeah, that would make him 52.
Yeah, 52, 53.
Okay, let's hope that he didn't get with... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so yeah, okay. To be fair, I thought he was 40s as well, so I guess good on him for looking younger than...
Yeah, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. As long as is it no, yes, no. No, it's fine. If they got together like when Jackie was 21, that's fine. It's fine. It's only like if like Jackie was like 18. Well, yeah, definitely has to be 18. If he got with her then, that's a bit weird because I don't know.
Nonce.
No, it's not. Legally, it's fine. It's just 30.
Oh no, I thought you said before.
No. I'm just saying, like, because he would still be like 30 when she was 18. That would have been weird to me. Even though it's legal, It's weird. 21 though, I don't know. You're full of life. You're
so young and full of life.
Yeah. After 3 years of drinking and realise that adulthood, your life kind of gets more depressing. So you realise, oh yes, that youthful joy is starting to drip away.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he was around 40s as well. Similar age, probably early 40s, but
I wasn't expecting a 10-year gap to be there, but fair enough.
Then again, I guess that would make sense because he probably has the time to then properly like fund all, not even fund them, but like to make these inventions.
And that would explain why she might care about a fame, because if he walked into her life and he was already rich, she might, I want to look youthful forever. I want to look young forever.
Exactly. So,
which is very vain for a 21-year-old to be saying. Fair enough, like when she's actually 40 and wanting to look good.
What, you mean like the substance, yeah?
No, I don't. I do. No, yeah. No, right. Anyways, let's get back to that. I advise no one to watch Substance unless if they cut it down to like an hour.
Yeah, they do a director's cut, but all they do is
director's cut is, instead of doing an extended director's cut it down by like an hour, because the substance is way too long for that film.
I was falling asleep by then.
It was a good premise, but way too long. Anyways, we'll get back to this, but Substance, it's a film, horror film. Watch it, don't. It doesn't really change anything in your life. Right. But yeah, and then Pete then starts like questioning, why am I telling you that my marriage is falling apart with you? Like, he does the same thing as like what Father's Day is like, do we know each other? Like, you know, because, which kind of shows that there's that bond because, again, she is technically blood.
Technically.
Technically.
But even then, this universe is wrong.
Well, this is a thing, but I guess, would you feel it somehow? Would you get that, like, spider sense, that tingle of, do we know each other?
Probably.
I don't know. I mean, it never happened to us, but...
No, it's like one of those things that just, like, you wouldn't know unless it obviously happened to you. But, I don't know, it's just... It's a greater force that you don't actually, like, that you just don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, it happened in Father's Day. I think they were just trying to play on the same premise to set him up.
No, yeah.
But...
yeah, we'll move on because I think, yeah.
We can't waffle about that because there's nothing to waffle about.
Yeah. But waffling would just be circling back on, yeah. Right, anyways, we then see the Cyber. I'm just going to call them Cyber. I put robots thinking I might be sneaky, but we all know it's Cybermen because it's called the Rise of the Cybermen. Again, didn't name it in the fucking title. Genius. But yes, so we see the Cybermen start to approach the mansion where Jackie's party is taking place, like they're getting unloaded from the van. And then it cuts back to like Rose then starts a conversation with Jackie when she sees that she's outside alone. And at first off, they seem to be bonding quite well, talking about like how Jackie has to have a like last minute cup of tea before bed and stuff. Oh, you know, it's like a nice moment, but then Rose then does start to like try and fix the marriage in a way.
Yeah,
and
jumps in when...
And just Jackie immediately like fucking, who the hell are you? Like pretty much to even like try and speak. You're just a servant girl. You're a peasant.
Loses your London poshness. Who the hell are you?
Just the guy from the Go to the Fireplace walks in like, that's my line. Maybe they ran lines together in the back. No, but yeah, so Jackie walks off pissed off, and it's like, you're not getting fucking paid. You know, you're a fucking peasant. You
don't get fucking paid anymore.
But yeah, but then when she walks off, Buzz is just blinded by like lights, like, and yeah, and whilst that's happening, the Doctor then realizes, like, looking through a laptop, you know, he sees like the cyber upgrade and is like, cyber? Oh fuck. So he like tries to run and go find Rose, and then yeah, when Rose meet up together, we realize it's Cybermen. Whoa! Which I, for some reason, had always thought this is when the episode ended. I thought it literally ended with a Doctor and Rose looking out the window, Doctor with his gritty teeth like saying like Cybermen. Like,
it would be in a good place, but then I feel like
the next place, yeah, it's still good. I always thought that was like the next part. Like I generally thought it ended with the Doctor realizing it's Cybermen.
Then again, when you rewatch it, you watch them both together, don't you?
Yeah, true.
So that's probably where your brain fucks up.
Anyway, so yeah, the Cybermen then start to break into the mansion and like surround everyone. And then John, the wheelchairman, or Loomis, whatever you want to call him, then starts to speak. John Loomis. Then starts to speak to the president, and it's like the president like apologized to Cybermen because the president knows what John's done to these Cybermen. He knows that there's a human inside of him who's not in control anymore.
Yeah.
And so he's like, I'm so sorry that this happened. But then...
Oh wait, his name actually is John Lumick.
Well, no shit. Well, did you think I was just calling him John because, I don't know, miscellaneous name?
Yeah.
No! I thought you kept correcting me on it, and I'm like, no, I was thinking, do you just like saying John?
Because like, you know how, like the John Fallout, John Elden Ring kind of thing.
Yeah, John Smith. I get it. I get it. I just... No. I started calling him John when I realised that people keep calling him John in the episode. Fucking hell, I wondered why you kept like saying it like that. I thought you were finding it way too funny, his name.
I completely forgot that, isn't it? Because don't they mostly call him Mr. Lumic?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess he's a very powerful man, so I assume that's what they want to be called. But, yeah, anyways, pretty much he says they were meant to get gathered and taken to get upgraded. And then the president's like, and what if I refuse? And it's like, you cannot refuse. And it's like, but what if I do? And then we see the president get killed by getting deleted.
The doctor tells him, don't ask that.
Yeah. But not because the doctor, again, has fought these enemies. I want to say...
Also, what was the weapons back then in OG Doctor?
I think it... I don't even know, to be honest. What was it? Was it a gun? Must have been a gun, surely.
I hate this keyboard.
It was Summit. I can't remember. To be fair, though, they've been off screen for what at this time? 20, 30 years? It had been a while since Cybermen, so it was, again, quite a big reveal.
Just utilised high-powered ranged weapons. Often referred to as
they had like
cyber guns or
the second you said that, I actually remembered an image of a Cyberman holding like a gun. So yeah, there's more soldier than
I'm looking at the image. it just looks like he's like doesn't know what to do. The Cyberman. I'm gonna send it to you.
Well, yeah, podcast.
Right, there's definitely a jump between the Cybermen because they do have a wrist blaster. They have a blast on their wrist at some point, which I just can't remember when they get it.
It might be Doomsday.
They've also got some on the top of their heads that they shoot out.
Yeah, because you don't remember in the Dr. Falls, it's like the Cybermen's old design where it's like they shoot through the head.
Yeah. It's been a while since I watched that episode. I watched it once when it came out, and I had to get to that point when we were watching.
Oh, it's a good episode, though.
It's so good.
Anyway,
it's so good, and I tried to get to it.
So then people start to run in panic, but then the people start getting killed because that's classed as refusal. So Cybermen start killing the guests. And then the Doctor and Rose try and run away, but then Pete follows. Like, Pete... I don't know why Pete just abandons his wife. I feel like he shouts at her at one point, but then the next bit, he just runs away with the Doctor and Rose, and it's like... Did he just...
no, because she ran to the basement, so he probably thought that she ran outside.
Right, okay. So, yeah, anyway, so they run, but then when they're about to get surrounded... Mickey and Ricky and the gang pull up and start try and start shooting at the Cybermen, and the Doctor's like, no, don't, it's pointless, but you're not going to get him killed with that. And then they pretty much then do actually fully get surrounded by the Cybermen, and the Doctor's like, surrender, we surrender, just, don't kill us. But they're now known as like, not outlaws, not disapprovals, renegades?
Rogue. The rogue people.
Maybe? Yeah. And apparently that's a no-no for getting upgraded. Like, even though you don't have any control anymore, that's a no-no. So the episode pretty much ends with like the Cybermen approaching the Doctor and everyone saying, you will be deleted. And that's the end of the first part.
Fuck, that is yeah.
Yeah. Now, what's your ratings? Because I am mixed.
I like the episode. It's got new elements, brings back a classic Who villain.
Go on.
Probably 6.5 to 7, because I realise it's not actually...
I thought I was going to have to squabble with you a bit. Because I've given it a 6.5. But I thought you were going to randomly pull out your ass like an 8 or something like that. Like, it was a good episode. Right, okay. Like,
it's good.
It's got cool elements.
It's got cool elements. And it's going to also come up in the 8 episode thing, to be honest.
Yeah. It's got cool elements. The shot of the TARDIS falling out the vortex, that's a cool shot. I like the gag about Rose being a dog in this parallel universe. there's elements I like.
Yeah.
But it's an average episode at best.
Yeah.
Again,
they both are, to be honest. I think.
Yeah, I think the only thing what could carry it is if next episode's better. Because if a 2-parter has a bad episode, but the next part is really good.
Like, it's used as a setup, which setups usually are bad. Because they don't have that big closure part moment.
Yeah. Like, I don't even know if the invasion of... No, is it called the invasion of ghosts? The army of ghosts?
Army of Ghosts.
Yeah. I don't even know if... I don't even remember that episode, really. So, like, if that was a 5 out of 10 episode, because of Doomsday, though, it would still be like...
jumped it up.
Yeah, it would still be like an 8 out of 10 2-parter. But because I don't... again, I'm not ranking. That's not my official rating yet. I'm just saying that. Because of it being linked to a really good episode, it would get a boost.
Mm.
But
No,
yeah, but that's the end of the episode, guys. Now on to the best bit. Alan's fun facts, baby. Woo! Don't you walk away. Don't worry, there's not many because I just couldn't find many fun facts. So, according to Graham Harper, I'm assuming he's the guy who wrote the episode, I think. Harper on the episode commentary, the pre-credits sequence was written by Russell T Davies as he was not satisfied with the original opening, which spanned the TARDIS scene through to those finding the Vitex advertisement. He wanted to hint at the nature of the reimagined Cybermen earlier. So, do you know the beginning of the episode scene?
Mm.
Russell T Davies added that in because he wanted it to feel more impactful. It's a bit, yeah.
I would rather it be the Vitex thing. When they see his feet and
that would be a good opening because when she sees the dad, there's like fucking, and it feels like it was getting set up to do the vortex thing. Then it feels like
you see Pete, but he's supposed to be dead, and then
Pete's alive in modern day London. Yeah,
exactly. So, but then again, how would that link to them then joking about?
I don't know. But again,
or they were first joking about, then the Vitex thing comes up on the phone. Thing. And then Mickey showing all this is still holding down the button.
They're outside looking at this board and you just see it from the TARDIS. Guys! TARDIS dead at this point. Mickey held on Miles to crash. It's just, guys, can I let go? Anyways, on to the next thing. Unlike the 2-part stories from 2005 series, this episode features no next time trailer. For the next time episode, only a title card reading to be continued. The first time the phrase has ever been used to end an episode in the programming history. The production team had stated previously that one episode in the series was so long that there was no time for a preview. Many reviewers and Stephen Moffat had criticised the use of a preview for World War III as it spoiled the dramatic cliffhanger ending, beginning with the Impossible Planet. Trailers for the second part of stories were to run during the middle 8 after the main credits to allow viewers time to switch off. So there will still be next time trailers after this, but they made it so it wasn't immediately after the episode.
Mm.
They did it so a viewer could switch off. Like, I switch off the second the episode ends. But I normally see a glimpse of the next time trailer until now. But yeah, they thought, and I think that's good because, for example, like, it does spoil scenes in World War III, doesn't it? The next time trailer. So,
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I get what you're saying.
Do they still do next time trailers? Do they do it in Modern Who?
Yeah.
Does it? I can't remember. I generally can't remember. In Shooty series, there's next time trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, no, actually, I'm yapping. I think there is, actually, yeah. Maybe? Are you sure? Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember when it went from the exploding TARDIS thing like the doors blowing off its hinges, and then it was the next time, and there was nothing to do with like him in the hospital bed
did
or
we
something.
I thought that was a to be continued ending. Was that not just to be a? Oh, right.
I don't know. That's
I
the
don't
thing.
know anymore.
Even then, that would be a 3-part because then that ends off. The episode ends off with the Doctor falling.
Oh yeah.
And then the next episode starts off with Shooty getting saved by the person from the hotel.
Right, okay, yeah, no, I don't know anymore. Yeah. So, originally, the time motor of the TARDIS was shattered at the start of the story, and effect ruled out on the grounds of the cost. So, do you know the centerpiece? Apparently, that was meant to, like, fucking... So, it was meant to be an explosion of the TARDIS, pretty much. It was meant to be a... The TARDIS was meant to generally, like, get wrecked, falling through the vortex.
Right.
Apparently. Shortly before filming began, Roger Lloyd Pack broke his ankle in a fall down a flight of stairs. Fortunately, the Lumic role had already been scripted as being entirely in a wheelchair bound, meaning that Lloyd's Pack's injury would not interfere with his performance. I mean, could you get more lucky with that? There's a production error. During the scene in which Mickey, the Doctor, and Rose split up, there's a drastic change of the lighting and colour palette without a narrative explanation. I didn't notice it. Did you notice the palette difference change?
No, to be honest.
Yeah, me neither, but apparently there's like a massive one and it's like never been, it's not narratively explained and it's like, oh, okay, strange. But yeah, apart from that, guys, it's the end of a podcast episode. It might be a bit short because, again, it's a 2-part episode, and also we gave it a 6.5, so we want...
Now it fixes itself.
Now it's not... We're not as passionately talking about it as much as we would a normal episode, probably. So, yeah. So, next we're going to try and get an episode out for Thursday, or in 2 days from now, whenever, yeah. And that is going to be The Age of Steel, the next part of this 2-parter. So that should be woohoo indeed. Exciting. Well, thank you for everyone who has watched Whovian Wire. If you enjoyed, please do feel free to like and subscribe, and go over to Whovian Wire on Instagram if you want to see some Docky Who memes. And that's it, pretty much. Yeah, I hope everyone has a pleasant evening, or night, or day, or whenever you watch this, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye, everyone.